Hey you guys, you're watching Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works, and I am your Friday vlogger, Leanna. So let me get started. Okay, so this week's topic is what has been your greatest mental/emotional challenge as a weight loss surgery patient? How did you recognize it? How did you or are you working to overcome it, manage it, and live with it? What advice do you have for someone caught in the mental/emotional struggle related to being a weight loss surgery peep? Not quite sure what this one means. What has been your greatest mental/emotional challenge as a weight loss surgery patient? So I would say I didn't realize, I guess, how much emotionally or mental my food addiction was, if that makes any sense. I thought I just had a portion control problem, but I have I'm something wrong in the head problem. And I find an excuse for anything to eat. You know, I'm having a bad day, so I need this. Or I create, how would I say this? I create bad habits, if that makes any sense, where not necessarily I guess you could call it a habit, but it's more like a ritual. Like if I do something, I feel the need to like have food associated with it, if that makes any sense. Like if I go to the movies, I can't go to the movies without popcorn and candy. You know, if I go to the a certain grocery store, I can't go without getting my white peanut butter cups. So I've developed these little tidbit things that are mentally, you know, just mentally there, and they're just habits. And so that's things that I didn't realize until having weight loss surgery. After having weight loss surgery, you become aware of all the little things, I guess you could say. You know, because when you have weight loss surgery, you now think about food, which in a sense is kind of odd, because you would think you would have thought about food prior to weight loss surgery, but after weight loss surgery, it extremely intensifies, you know, what you're putting in your mouth, counting your calories, you know, and then you start learning more about, you know, what's healthy food, you know, what's what you thought was healthy food but is not healthy food, you know. So like it's kind of like after weight loss surgery messes with your mind, at least, you know, just for me. After having weight loss surgery, I just didn't realize how much mental work was in this, and how you know, people don't understand the struggle of previously being obese. That makes sense. You know, because I know I was previously obese. People around me who haven't known me for years and years don't necessarily know. So when I'm struggling not getting that pumpkin loaf, they're like, "Oh, but you're so tiny." And I'm like, "Oh, but I wasn't so tiny 4 years ago," you know. So it meant, you know, it is a struggle for me. But you know, I really think that you don't realize the mental, emotional baggage that actually comes with having weight loss surgery, you know, because it messes with your head, and issues you didn't think you had before, they will come out. And, you know, it was interesting. And the way I deal with it is I just try to create new habits. And I try to find people to surround myself with, you know, and I try to, you know, if I'm having certain days or I'm having certain emotions, I speak out about it, and I tell my husband, and I tell, you know, my friends or my family, like, this is what I'm struggling with at the moment, you know, please don't, you know, hinder this or that. But you know, I just really created better lifestyle habits that help me work through it. And I just kept going, you know, because even like, so, you know, you're supposed to work out with having weight loss surgery. That can be emotionally and, you know, and mentally and physically, and, you know, that's a whole nother ball game, you know, that comes with that, because some days you don't want to go work out, but you know you need to, so you know, struggle through that mentally. So, you know, it's, when you have weight loss surgery, it changes your life, and life-changing events are emotional and mentally challenging, right? So you just have to learn to adapt to that. You have to figure out what works for you, what will get you through, you know, whatever, you know, the next step needs to be, you know. And so I'm hoping I make any kind of sense. But I will say, though, I did not realize the mental challenges that I would have after having or before having weight loss surgery. And some people, it's not as mental for them. For me, it's very mental, very mental. So I do a lot of feeling like I deserve things, and by things I mean food. Food is the, you know, fastest way I feel like I can reward myself. So yeah, it's been a struggle, and I still struggle every day, every week with it, and I, you know, figure out just ways to work through it. So anyways, that's what I got on this week's topic, and I will see you guys next week. Oh, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way.